Hello, and welcome to Kicking and Crocs, the podcast, where we talk about martial arts stuff, geeky stuff, and all sorts of stuff. We are 100% the real Kicking and Crocs crew. We are not AI.
No, sir.
My
Not
name,
AI at all.
my name is Steve. I am the real Steve, one half of Kicking and Crocs.
I'm Dave, the other half of Kicking and Crocs. Totally not an avatar. An
And
AI.
I'm Nick, the
Hey.
digital half of Kicking Rocks. And I
A
am an
digital
avatar.
half.
A digital shower. You know, I can't squint my eyes on this, and I don't like
All
it.
right. Well,
No.
I can't stand this. Hang on. We are
All
going
right, I'm
to.
avatared out.
Already?
We are going to
Already.
turn
Boom. I'm a human
this
being.
off. Ah! We're real.
Nick is just gonna stay. Oh, there's
Ah!
Nick.
We're real. Okay. So,
All right,
for
gang.
the,
So
for the
Shibuya.
audio listeners, before we move on, just that they understand what was happening, we had our avatars on in Zoom. So it was like our digital versions that was on in
I was a
Zoom. for a while.
waterbender.
Were you now? And now you're a rock bender? Is that what that is?
Anyway,
It's
Anyway.
Earthbender.
Rock. It's rock and roll bender.
metal bender.
There you go. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's the real metal bending.
Yeah. So none of us are sick. We just
No.
had massive scheduling issues.
Yep, we are not sick. This is not another case of the ickies.
Yes.
We're
We
all
are
fine.
perfectly healthy.
But yeah, we had some scheduling conflicts this week, so we decided to do it on Zoom, which is convenient. You know, it does work out nicely that way that we're able to do that. So, hooray for
Here we
us!
are.
Yep, here we are.
So anyway, how's everybody's week?
My week's been good. How has your week been?
I have no complaints. I got my runs in with the baby in the stroller, and it was all good.
Yeah, no complaints. A lot of driving this week. Had to go to Long Island twice, so that added between 5 to 6 hours of driving in 2 days.
A fun drive,
Oh.
Long Island.
Oh, love traffic. But on the bright side, got to go hang out with my sister in Queens, so that was fun. She was only 20 minutes from one of my offices, so I was able to go with her and hang out and have a nice espresso in Queens.
Now, is it espresso or espresso?
Espresso.
With the S?
It's
Espresso. But I
They're
think
like
I do-
tiny though. They're like tiny.
Yes, they are.
So was
They're
your
the ones
visit
in
like-
the tiny cups.
So was your visit like, hey sis, how's it going?
How
I'll
you
see you
doing?
next year.
Yes, pretty close. It's like it lasts the length of time.
That's how
takes to
people would
get
like
espresso.
it, though, right? That's why espressos are so popular, is because they don't gotta
See you at
stay
the
for as long.
holidays.
I'll just stay for one cup. All right, see you later.
Well, it's funny because they ask you, and I don't think a lot of people get a single espresso. They almost always get at least a double or
Oh,
like
yeah.
a full. I always get the single. So they're like, "Oh, you want a double?" Like, no. Like, really? Like, yes.
Yes.
And I sip on that thing.
Do they
literally
do the
drip at a
old? Do they
time.
do the old movie theater trick where like for 50 cents more we can supersize that?
No,
We'll give you the.
this place we were at,
And it costs 50 cents
was-
just for one, yeah.
Yeah, this
So we
place
would
that
get-
we were at was not like that. Yeah.
So I worked in a movie theater throughout my childhood, and you would get when I was 5. It was slave labor. When well, when I was younger, but in high school, and you would get like an extra 10 cents if you can get them to get the super combo. If they just got a small popcorn, like
wait,
for 5 cents more, you can get the
would
super
get it?
combo.
You as the
Yeah, you would get like
employee?
an extra 10 cents. Yeah.
I wouldn't even let anybody choose anything else. Like we only have
It's like,
supers.
you want
Sorry.
the super combo. Yep, we have
Yeah,
super
everybody
combos.
wants
Yeah,
super.
no. Well, they always had
Everybody
secret
wants super.
shoppers that would like.
Good,
Yeah.
you can have it too.
You had to go. You had to go through like this is how you have to say it, and upsell, and yeah.
You should be like,
Yeah.
listen, I'm in high school. You're gonna fire me for the movie theater. I'm gonna take it away."
That's a trap job though, because if you can count and you're pretty decent with people, they put you on double shifts and then they keep working you, and then eventually they offer you a supervisor position. And I knew I had to get out of there because that's how they roped you. The first supervisor, then managing, and then you end up there the
You
rest of
could
your
have
life.
owned Lowe's Theater by now.
but can't you just leave whenever you want, even if you're a supervisor? You could just leave.
Yeah, but they work. But they get you young and they work you.
They pull on your heartstrings. Don't you
Yeah.
want the money because of all the great
I
responsibilities?
never accepted a supervisor position because I knew too many supervisors that got locked in for life. I was like, nope.
That
See,
reminds me
I just
of the
that's
Waiting movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, want to be a supervisor? Come on in. Yeah,
So
but obviously every good company that wants to show appreciation to try to retain a customer. I mean, and
of
employee by doing
course.
that. So yeah, you got to do
I
it.
mean, it was a great job, and I don't, the guys that did it, if that's what you do for a living, it's awesome. It just wasn't for me. I
So
knew
what was
that's
your
not what
favorite
I
memory
wanted to do.
working there? And any
Oh my
fun
god,
stories that you could share that
I
keep
have so
keep you
many fun
clean?
stories working in the movie theater.
Just one. I don't want so many.
Oh,
Just one.
I don't know. There's so many. See, because I worked in an older movie theater before they shut it down, the one that was right next to the dojo,
Mhm.
and that was like we did everything because like it was the movies 2 weeks after they came out, and we didn't do any work. It was just like you made pretzels for yourself. We played ice
Nobody's
chip
showing up.
baseball. We ran into an open movie theater. We didn't realize that there was a show in the movie theater. We ran over playing ice chip baseball. Like, yeah,
The one person was in there like, come on, man. I'm trying to watch
yeah,
a
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Those,
That's
those
good.
are
That's good. It's a good job because it was just us and me and a bunch of my friends from high school.
you knew like when your friend was taking his girlfriend because they'd be like, "Oh, we're going to go watch," and it's the movie that's been already in the theater for like 2 months. Like, why are you going to see that movie?
But the manager,
Ooh.
the manager
Yeah,
there, Ken,
exactly.
was
I've already seen
awesome.
it 3 times.
And he would just let you. He would like, oh, we're gonna do a midnight show just to run through the reel to make sure it works. Make sure everything's in order when they put it together. He's like, ah, you can bring a family. So we'd go at midnight just to watch like the movies for free.
Oh, that's cool.
And
That's
then when
cool.
they closed that theater down and moved us all over, that manager lasted about a month before they're like, you got to go,
The new one? Oh, yeah. And the new
because
place, you mean?
he was very lax in his approach. But honestly, we were the best workers when they moved us over to the new place. They're like, wow, you guys can count like.
You guys
You're
can do
working
math?
shifts. Let's
That's
go.
crazy.
You can talk to people.
I'm
Yes.
sure you were upselling like a machine.
The
Yeah.
worst thing you can ever do is get the coffee bar though, because
For
before they remodeled that
$2.
movie theater, so they put you way in the back of the movie theater where nobody ever went.
Right.
Yeah, you don't get coffee at a movie theater.
Dude, it was like, and they give you a double shift. So you'd be back there for like 12 hours, just like
Sitting there.
somebody come
Mhm.
talk to me. And every now and then somebody sweeping the floor would give you pity and come talk to you.
You have to just be back there with one cup of coffee, slurping it as loud as possible.
Wow, I
You
really
didn't,
love this coffee.
you didn't
It's
even have to
Yeah.
great.
touch. So like everybody else had the POS systems,
Mhm.
point of sale.
Yeah. No, I
Yes.
know fully what it
No,
was.
good for the audience,
No,
though. Good for the audience.
not the other POS that we were talking
Yeah,
about.
earlier.
But so you didn't have that in the coffee bar because you're so far removed from everything because you're way in the back. You had a cash box and a calculator, and it's like best of luck.
I was surprised they even had a POS when you were in the movie theater. Seriously, they weren't really that popular back then.
No, we
Are
had a
you sure?
POS.
Really? It wasn't just a digital cash register
It
and a
might have been.
terminal?
It might have been.
No, because
Maybe
if you're
that was
talking
what
the
it was.
90s, it was not a POS system yet.
It probably was. I mean, it had pictures of everything we were selling, like digital pictures of everything we were
Okay.
selling. It would track everything we were selling.
Hmm. Wow. In the 90s? That's
Like
really
they
early.
had the super combo like programmed in, and you'd have to click. It
Yeah.
was like a little picture of like a popcorn with two sodas, and you're like, get
S
that one.
Steve would get it every time. Steve would come in.
Only,
"Yeah,
only the,
can I
only
get
the
one of
new
those?"
place, only the new place that they moved us to. The old movie theater, no.
So when you were working there, right? Steve, you were what, 1?
Say the year.
Oh God,
96? 95?
2000, no, 99 and 2000.
You were 1. I
I
said it.
was
You were 1.
1, and if it was 2000, I was 2.
Nice. See?
Yeah,
So
because
you
I graduated. I graduated. So yeah, I graduated in 2001. So I worked there end of 99, 2000, and then most of 2001 before I was like, I'm out.
Nah, 2001, I graduated college. There you go.
Yeah, we graduated high school. I graduated high school. You graduated college.
And Steve
Eh,
graduated pull-ups.
I was
he
3 years
he
old.
got potty trained. So let's talk the agenda tonight, folks.
Oh,
Go.
getting to the real
I want
agenda.
to
That
get
was
it.
just a little
Get into it.
appetizer.
I want to get into it before we talk about. I want to get into the travesties that happened this week, and then
Oh
we can get
no.
into like the fun stuff at the end.
Go for it.
Sensei Lauren, the one
Indeed.
and only Sensei Lauren.
Indeed.
who we've had as a guest in this podcast
Twice.
twice. So I noticed the other day, she comes in, she's wrapped up her finals in college, and she comes home.
Cool.
Now, you may recall the last time we had her on the podcast,
Yes.
we had asked her a question. What kind of Crocs was she interested in? And she gave a description of a lime green
Yes.
Croc
Correct.
with strawberry gibbets.
Yes.
So her birthday recently passed, and I bought her green Crocs, and I bought strawberry gibbets.
Notice he didn't say lime green though.
Well, I brought I consulted Kelsey, and she thought these were the closest to lime green.
Okay. We'll blame this on Kelsey. Sounds good.
So I bought her the Crocs
As
for her
always.
birthday, gave it to her, and then I noticed she hasn't worn them.
Interesting.
Hasn't worn them, and I'm like, bro,
What's
I
going
know
on
she's not wearing the
here?
Crocs. What's the deal? You don't like them? And she's like, they're very bright. I'm like,
that's lime green.
That's lime green.
It's lime green. So I was like, so you don't like them? She's like, well, I'm like, well, why did you say something? Yeah, I would have taken them back. I'm gonna take them back. I'll get you, the color that you want. So I
Does she
yeah,
not really
so-
want lime green? Is she thinking of a different color? Like, I don't get it.
I will show you because I saved pictures of,
Yes.
so then I was like,
Show us.
so like yesterday, I was like, okay, hold the phone. Hold up. I am not okay. Like, I will replace the Crocs, give them back to me, and then I will get what you want. So I sent her, I was like, okay, so that's too bright. So I sent, there's ivy green, there's jade stone, and there's plaster.
Oh, wait. Can you screen share for us?
Potentially.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Because that's
wanna
confusing to
see
me
the-
because does she not know what lime green is? Like, lime green is bright.
Wait, hold up. Can you guys still see me?
Yes.
I'm going to pull up the images, and then I will screen share. Let me just.
There's no one that hears lime green, Steve, and doesn't think bright green.
Exactly. Like,
bright green.
the darker green is forest green,
Hunter green.
Yeah. There's all
exactly.
the other darker kinds of green that are not bright.
Or
so
just green. Like for you to say
Yeah.
the word lime green, you're saying kick up
the lighter
notch.
color, the brighter shade of green. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we're going neon with this bad boy. That's what they want.
Wait, hold up.
pretty
I'm going to screen share.
All right,
Okay,
we
Am I
go.
screen share now?
Oh,
It's coming through.
podcast.
You can see me?
All I see
it's-
is
yeah,
your
we're
screen
working on it. We see
sharing.
your
Oh,
there
there
you
it
go.
goes. Okay, Jade
So this
Stone.
is Jade Stone. She didn't like this. She liked it, but this was not the one she chose.
Mhm.
Does that look like lime green to you guys?
Yes.
I mean,
Mint.
I'd say that's
That's
as close
like
as you can
mint.
get.
Yeah,
You
this is
think?
mint
Okay, so that's
green.
more mint.
Yes.
Okay.
Minty, yeah,
But
yeah,
this,
definitely.
all right, go move forward. This is ivy green.
That's
See, that's
green.
that's what I would think if someone just said green.
Green. Yep.
So the one she thinks she likes. Now, mind you, I texted this to her like this morning, and she worked today, and she
Okay.
still hadn't checked the text messages. I was like, bro, check your text messages. Plaster.
That's not lime green. You know what that
This
that
is the one she
pastel.
likes.
This is the one she told me she thinks plaster. And I'm like,
That
Ivy
is
green.
so.
Jade Stone, plaster.
So plaster
Plaster.
is
So
is
she
like
wants the
a-
dullest of all the colors. Is basically
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I'm saying. It's the exact opposite of what I
opposite
pictured.
of what she said.
But I'm gonna replace it because I'm a good person.
Right, it's what she
Um,
wants, so that makes sense.
yeah.
But still,
But plaster?
then why'd
Yeah,
you
that's
say
what I'm saying.
lime green then? Oh, this is something we can't let her
Yeah.
live down. So we need to turn this into like a little game now. So every time we see like a
in-
bright
in my
color,
so the ones I did get are like neon yellow, like a neon green.
Okay.
But it was all they had at the store.
Yeah, but that's what you would think of when
When you
someone
say
says
lime
lime
green.
green.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
thinking
So
a neon type color, like
lime
a
green is
very
a bright
brilliant.
type of green.
Yeah, that.
how do I stop my? Yeah, we go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So
the
yeah,
one.
so that's the journey of not a fan.
So if I see a move and it's lackluster, can I just call it plaster?
I would. That's totally yeah.
Yes. It's
The
like, oh,
guy,
Lauren,
guys,
that's
that
kinda
move is
plaster.
just absolute plaster. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
So
plaster. When it's just
plaster. But yeah,
kind of dull.
and like I texted her this morning,
just
like
not bright
after she
enough.
told me yesterday. So I was like, oh, here's 3 choices. She did not get back to me until I saw her today, and I was like, "Yo, check your text messages. How come you don't respond to me?" I kid you not. So she's like, she opens her phone. She's got over 100 unopened text messages.
All from you.
No, just in general. I'm like, who doesn't check their text? Like, I don't understand.
So
As
hold on
someone
now. Like,
texting them that much is another
hold
thing.
on, hold
Like,
on.
Jesus.
Two
No, separate
comments.
messages. Separate messages. You like, so the little red bubble on your iMessage
Yeah.
had
Two-
111 or something.
Yeah, I wonder when the
Two-
last time she checked those was.
We need 2 interactive comments here, folks. Right. So if you're
Yeah.
listening, one, would you buy Lauren, or would you swap Lauren a new pair of shoes for the fact that she doesn't understand what lime green is?
Right.
Dave, no. I'm just audience participation. Want to see
Comments,
what
please.
they think. Yeah, want to see what you guys think. And then I think that's the big one, right? That's the big one. If they would swap it out or not. Oh, what's
Balloons.
lime green balloons.
Well,
Yep,
and
yep.
my other thing was like, why did you wait so long? Like,
Yes, and that's it. Number
harder
2.
to return now.
I'm telling you,
Would
she felt
keep
bad.
100? Would you keep 100 missed messages on your phone? What if one of them is important?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's my Lauren and the Crocs story. So if I can't return said Crocs, I don't
Just
know.
keep 'em.
I'll keep them. We wear the same size, so
Yeah.
she has gorilla feet. What do you want?
Right.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Dave doesn't want to admit that he
Sure.
has very petite feet.
Sure.
I do.
Yeah.
I have delicate, tiny feet that will kick you in the face.
I was gonna say they don't feel
True.
petite when they're hitting me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh wow.
So all right, Nick, I hear you have a story to share
So I was coming home and I had
from Long Island.
no, not today. Today was I took Luca to a birthday party at the Freehold Mall to race cars in
Ooh.
this place
Ooh,
called
a
Sweden
Friday
Race.
birthday party.
Yeah,
Or a Sunday birthday party, if we're accurate.
yeah. Got it. So we this past Friday, and I had left my
Time travel.
Kickin and Crocs gear in the car. So I was getting out of the car and I said, "Hey, Luca, do me a favor, grab my hoodie and my hat with which I wear almost every other podcast." So he comes in, he puts it on the table, and I sit down and I'm just kind of doing some work stuff. And all of a sudden, I see the dog on the ground with something. And I'm like, oh my God, because my hat is very similar to the color of my couch. And she's been
Yeah.
biting the couch as well, this animal,
Oh no.
puppies. So I'm like, oh my God, what is she doing there? She's got a big piece. She ripped off a piece of the couch. I can't. I'm like, wait a minute. And I see my hat is not on the table, which means one of two things happened. It accidentally fell off the table, and that's possible. Or if something's on the edge of the table, she will jump and grab it. And if you're not paying attention, you won't even hear it. I look over, she's all over my hat, and she reupholstered it.
Oh
And
my
there's
goodness.
my hat.
That's the one. I have the same one in black that you brought me from
Yep.
Italy.
This is from Italy. This is from Ischia, the island that my family's from. And this is my mom's cousin shop. But I don't think he's in business any he retired.
Wow.
So
So you're not gonna be able. So you can't get a replacement.
no. And you can even if you were to sew this, it's right in the front, and it's a weird, obviously the stitching, the outside lining of it is weird. Like you would obviously not be able to hide this.
No.
At
Do you
all.
have other colors? Like I have it in black. Do you have it in black?
Not with me. No, I don't. Nope. I brought the brown for me, the black for you years ago, and she ruined it. And I am actually genuinely upset.
Now I'm like,
I
I
would
can't
be
wear it around
too.
you. I can't wear my hat around you now. I
No,
feel
you
bad.
can. No, it's okay. I'll shed a tear
You'll
of
look at it and
sympathy.
like,
Yep. I'll have to
your
leave
heart
for
will
a couple
break.
minutes. I'll have to walk out of the room.
Hmm.
It was
Oh man.
I felt bad, man, because listen, you guys know I wear it almost every other time on the show itself. Like, I
Yeah.
Are you
really
gonna?
love
Are
it.
you gonna? Can you message your cousin in Italy and be like, I know your shop's closed, but can you make
Like,
me one?
hey, oh, can you fix my hat?
Or
Yeah,
do you
I'd
have
have to
like? Do you
find
have
out.
like stock somewhere? That's what he's got. Like, he's probably got in his attic or something. Do they have attics in Italy? I'm sure they have attics.
Not really, no.
Basement. Oh, it's It's in the storage.
Yeah,
They
sure.
have to have something.
We'll say
right?
yes. I'll text my cousins and see if they have anything.
I was
Um,
talking to
I
I
can
was
get
talking with the
over.
parents over the desk, and we were talking about names and whatever. And I was like, "Oh, I'm Italian." She's like, "What's your last name?" And I'm like, "Well, it's a Greek last name, but that's because my dad's side." I'm like, "My mom's side is all Italian."
What is your mom's last name?
Delagusa.
Deleguzo.
Oh, there you go. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's very Italian.
Yeah, yeah, Delagusa. We got the whole. Every name is like really Italian. And then I was saying my wife wouldn't let me name Declan anything Italian because we have like the mini mafia, she calls it. We have Rocco, Giada, Raffaella Maria, Carmela Rose. Like we have like, you know, she's
You're
like,
right out
no.
of the yeah, right out of a Godfather.
It's like, we're going to go to
So
the
as we're
other side of
talking,
the family, which is
as we're talking,
Irish.
I'm like, I was like, oh yeah, the whole nine. I make the family gravy. I say it like that, right? And she's like, oh, she's right with me. And I say, but in Italy, don't say that around Sensei Nick because it's sauce. And she's like, really? I was like, yeah, a lot of what North Jersey, like we've talked about this before, they don't, we say things that you wouldn't hear in Italy. She's like,
Because it's slang.
what? I was blowing her
That's
mind. I was like,
not
there's a
even.
great article about it, which I still have to send you, Nick. I got to,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
send it
to,
to me.
I have to get it from Kelsey because she's the one that has all the linguistic nonsense. But
Huh.
but yeah, I was blowing her mind 'cause she's like a North Jersey Italian. I was like, yeah, no, that's actually not what they say in Italy. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, no, for real. But
I still remember when the discussion, we'll say discussion, came up about sauce and gravy at church,
Oh,
and
no.
Nicole looked at me like we were out of the church, but we were in the like a social area for it.
no blasphemy.
Yeah, well, it's funny because they're having the conversation, and Nicole's like, "Don't even go in there into that conversation." I'm like, "But I have to. I have to
It's like,
help
this
them."
is who I am, Nicole.
Exactly. She knew it.
But
That's why she was just kind of throwing
North
it out there
Jersey
randomly.
Italian is the gravy.
So I go
And
over
for
there, and
real
they're like,
Italians, it's sauce.
"So
North Jersey are real Italians. We're just a
I
different breed.
literally, I texted my cousin through WhatsApp as they're kind of arguing, and I said, "Yeah, they're not gonna call it gravy, but it's okay." Absolutely. I was like, can you get better proof than I can?" Meaning, I can actually ask my cousin who's in Italy at this moment and 15 other members of my family. "Well, what do you mean?" And I texted my cousin, and I'm like, "Notice all the responses are in Italian because they don't speak English, and they're all in Italy, and no one knows what the hell you're talking about." So unfortunately, it is not gravy, but
Yeah.
you're okay to call it gravy if you like.
I'm just
So the death
confused
of the
as to
hat.
why that got started called gravy because gravy
There's
was
there's
always
there's
that
actually
brown stuff like you put on
Yeah,
potatoes
well
and
that's what it
like
is.
I don't get it.
Well,
Like,
they say,
because
why do
you
we
cook the
switch
meat
that
within
to
the no,
yeah,
it's because you cook the meatballs within the sauce.
right?
Hence why you call it gravy. It's a little bit thicker
so
and
so Dave is saying is right. Anything you would cook with meat would be considered gravy. So because of that mix,
it's
people
because
may
we
have
put the
called it
meatballs in.
gravy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
it really is
But
still sauce with meatballs.
but there's actually a whole, like I said, the article's all about like where they came from in Italy, time period,
Mhm.
and then the mixing of because it wasn't just Italians. You had a mix of other cultures, but it's fascinating. It's all
You gotta say,
regional. It
you
all
gotta
has to
send
do
it
with,
to me.
but yeah.
I gotta talk to my dad. He
But
probably has read that article too, but he would love it if he hasn't read it. So definitely get it to me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll get it from Kels. And then the yeah. So death of the Italian hat.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna light a candle tonight, and
You definitely
in the
you
morning.
gotta reach out to your Italian cousins. Though.
Glass of
Somebody's gotta
wine.
have.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Send
gotta
them a
talk to
picture of the
him.
hat. Somebody's gotta have something.
I will. I'll send it through the WhatsApp
Do you
tonight
want
and
me to
say you
give you
got it.
back the black hat?
No, no, what? That is yours. That was a gift from me to
I know,
you.
I love that hat,
Don't
but I'm just
insult
saying.
him
I
by
mean,
giving it back.
Hey,
That's not
come on.
nice.
It's not a lime green shoe. It's a genuine Italian. Come on.
I've waited 12 years, but I don't like this hat.
Exactly.
I asked for off black.
Not
I wanted
pure.
gray. I wanted gray.
This is midnight black. I didn't want midnight black. I said
Exactly.
shadow black.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Well, that was a fun episode of Just Talking Italian with the Kickin' and Crocs crew. I'm out of focus.
So one thing we did actually get around to this weekend, we finally mounted the monkey bars at my house.
Ooh.
Yes,
Very cool.
finally,
Very cool.
and he wants to move them again.
Well, yes. So
What?
way to kill the lead on that story. No,
I know. He
the
literally told the
It's the
ending to
setup.
Braveheart
It's
just
the
now.
preview.
He
no.
dies at the end.
So we've had these monkey bars. Like I've had the wood stain just laying across my like in front of my door forever.
Look real good though.
So we used to have monkey bars in the what you call it in the condo,
Yep.
which we left for them to deal with. And so we rebuilt. We rebuilt here. So it starts with like a long day of testing because we did testing day, and then Steve came right over, and then we got to work drilling the holes for the monkey bars, which was like my dad was already like, why aren't your batteries charged for the drill? Haven't I told you to keep those always charged? I'm like, man, I'm not like my dad's always like his drills are always charged.
I mean,
He's
Like
I will
something's
say
in. So,
this.
no, other one's in. No, other one's in.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this though. If you knew you were going to be using the drills, you kind of should have those.
I didn't realize because I thought he was gonna bring his stuff because he
Oh,
usually does.
oh,
So
That's
he
why
just
my
brought
drill.
he just brought the hole saw, which is just a bit that goes into the drill.
You need to have a hardwire saw, a drill, just in case.
So anyway, so we drilled the holes,
Why
which
not?
was fun.
My
And then
hand.
we proceeded to try and figure out because Kelsey wanted the monkey bars. They used to be just the metal, because it's a metal pipe on the
Mhm.
wood. So when you went down the hall at the condo, they would spin a little bit and make this
Yes.
awful sound.
Ooh.
So she's like, I don't want sound anymore. So but we got this like bristle stuff that they put in the holes, right?
It was like
And it
Mhm.
wasn't
pipeline or
working.
something.
It was pipeline. So
Something.
we spent like 10, 15 minutes like working on it. And I was like, why don't we just go get Velcro and like put it around the
You know what you
bar?
could
My
have
dad's
done?
like, I don't think that'll work. And I'm like, well, we're
Sure.
gonna try it anyway. So we drove out, we got Velcro, we came back, it works fine.
You know what
But
you
it
could
gets
have
better.
done? You know what you could have done too? If you went to Hobby Lobby, you could have got the felt and put it on the edges as you put them in. So it'll just slide, but it won't make any noise at all.
Yeah, well,
That's
the
kind of
Velcro
what it
doesn't make
has
any
going
noise.
on there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Velcro doesn't
It
make
makes
any
a
noise.
little
'Cause
bit, but it's nowhere near
it's the
as bad
soft
as it
Velcro
was.
part. But
Oh,
anyway,
nice.
so after the trip out to get the Velcro, we get it back, we do the thing, we lift it up because now you got to imagine it's a pipe and then two pieces of wood, and the
Mhm.
wood moves because it's not locked until you drill it into the walls up top,
Oh,
right?
got it.
So we get there, we go to put it in the hallway, we measured the bars wrong. I'm not gonna name names, Kelsey, but if you guys didn't hear her just yell "shut up" at me because I'm on my earbuds, but she
Yep.
just yelled "shut up."
This is why we need her to have a mic.
Sorry, doesn't
This
count then.
she so what she's saying is nobody checked and we trusted her and that's our fault. But so she was slightly off in her measurement. So the bars were too big for the hallway. So my dad had to take all the bars out, drive back to his house where he had the metal saw.
Wait, they were too big?
Yeah.
Too big.
That's a good problem.
And
They
then
were
he
too
had to
short.
cut the bars, right? So then we finally he comes back. We reinstall the bars. We have to hoist this thing up into the hallway, which is heavy. It's not heavy, but it's unruly because the wood slides
The
until
wood
it's
would
locked in.
slide, and that would uneven it, and then the bars would move, and that would make the weight offset, and it was annoying.
So
Right.
Dave,
So
you
we
know
finally
that
we
it
finally get it
yeah.
up. My dad's drilling the things in, right? We get down. Um, we had put it flush to the ceiling. Now, the ceiling is a little bit higher than the condo. I have to make quite a mighty jump to get up to the. I can do it, but and the first time I go on the monkey bars, I bend my finger backwards on the ceiling. It's so close to the ceiling. So we got this all up. We're like, well, I think it's good. We'll use it for like a week. And see how we feel. We need to lower it. So now we're gonna have to bring it down again.
So let me just tell it from my perspective for a second. So we put the monkey bars up. Um, we drill it in. His parents leave, and I go home for a couple hours. But then I come back later on that night because it was the same night as fights,
The
UFC
fights?
301. So I came back, and it was too funny because when I was leaving, him and Kelsey are talking like, yeah, we're going to use it for a week. We'll see how we like it. And then if we want to move it, we'll move it. I literally come back a couple hours later. The first thing he says when I walk in the door, Steve, we got to move these monkey bars down.
Yeah. Oh
I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
The fastest week ever. So in an alternate reality, Dave went to check the width of the bars, and as he was about to measure,
Okay.
Kelsey
Here's
smacked his hand and said, "You don't
for
trust me?
perspective.
You don't trust your wife?
Yeah,
Next
exactly.
time,
Perspective.
measure it
Here,
yourself."
Oh,
here's
here
the
it is.
monkey bars.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
They're too
Yo.
close to the ceiling.
There's the
They're
monkey
too-
bars
They're way
down
too
my
close to the
hallway.
ceiling.
They're too close, right?
Yes.
Can I play
You
them
got to put
again?
them right on the door jamb, right on the top of the door.
See,
Pause it. Pause it.
see, if you look here, they're
This is
right
kinda-
on top.
yeah.
So we want to bring it down to the top of the where the door frame is, like you were
Yeah.
saying there.
Yep.
A good inch and a half, 2 inches.
So you see, they're a little too close.
Yeah. I like the
But yeah,
stand. Came out
that's
good.
my
though.
monkey bar hallway.
Oh, I like-
And there's a
you-
very large gap between. See where the light is? Those two
Mhm.
bars are very far apart, so
I
you
see
really have
that.
to work.
Is that on purpose?
Yeah, a little
You
bit.
don't
Yeah.
want to hit the light.
Now, Dave, did you spray paint these?
No,
Oh, they were black already?
that we bought black already this time. The
nice.
last ones we actually the last ones we sanded, so all the words were off of it from the because pipes have words on it.
Mhm.
We sanded it. We spray painted with metallic spray paint. And the reason we didn't do that this time was because the metallic spray paint would chip off every time we used
Mm,
the monkey bars. So I have a ring on usually, and it would chip off.
mm.
And
Okay.
if I have like little hooks that go on the monkey bars too, and that would chip it.
Mm.
So
Yep.
no
I would
sneak
need-
previews.
I would need like a crash mat.
Right, just in case.
Oh yeah. That's all I need to do is
Well,
fall off my
that's the
and
other
roll
thing.
my leg,
It's so
ankle.
high.
You got to jump pretty
That-
high.
That's that thing. It's very high and because we don't do them. We don't do the bars straight across, so they're at different heights
Mhm. I saw that.
and they move different levels. And that's by design because when you do a Spartan race, the monkey bars are not even.
Mm.
They go up and down, and there's different lengths. There's different like gaps between the monkey bars. They're never a level monkey bar. They just don't do that at Spartan race.
Nope.
Mm.
So
that's good
we
practice when you
design
race
it
it.
as close to the Spartan race as we can, which is completely uneven.
Oh, where's my sweater, Steve? Mm.
No, you're not getting one. So yeah, that was the monkey bar deal. So we're gonna try and lower them now.
Yeah.
Cool. I wonder if
Just
anyone else
gotta-
has monkey bars.
Let me know when. Yeah.
You wonder if what?
Anyone else has monkey bars? Like seriously, like if there's anyone else that we know that
In
would
their
have monkey
house
bars in
or
their
just, like, in
yeah,
general?
yeah.
In their house that we
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I don't think I know
There
anybody.
are, so I don't not that I know, but I thought I had an original idea the year I thought of it, and then I Googled hallway monkey bars, and Pinterest has a million hits.
Oh,
And then if
naturally.
you ever see if you ever see Jessie Graff from American
Mhm.
Ninja Warrior,
Mhm.
her whole thing is monkey bars, mountain climbing grips, like everywhere. She just put up a video this week. She's got grips all throughout her kitchen.
Oh, okay.
She's
Wow.
hanging, like she did a video where she's hanging, and her and her friend are passing like food in the kitchen while they're hanging from the ceiling.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
When are you doing
That
that?
is pretty
So,
cool.
That's too much. No,
How
no,
is
no.
it
Just
not?
the
There's
monkey
no
bars in the
such
hallway.
thing. Come on. The big open wall in the living room.
Yeah.
Wall climb.
But they do have all these cool kids stuff when Declan gets a little bit older. Like they have all different kids climbing things and
What if
monkey bars.
What if Declan wants a wall climb on that wall? We should start it now.
Yeah.
I think he wants it.
So
In other words, we're going to like indoctrinate
Make him want
it.
it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
he's
So,
gonna want it.
well, the next
If your
phase
dad
is
really
to
loved
lower.
you,
The next phase is to lower the monkey bars, and then
Yeah.
my
Can't wait.
makeshift spear throwing stand
Yes.
finally fell apart, which we knew. So
oh,
but I'm
Yeah, it
gonna.
was on
I
its
mean,
way
it was
out.
never supposed to be. It was not supposed to be permanent. It was just pieces of wood that we had laying around. It was my old attic door, basically, that we put together. So I'm going to build an actual stand,
Hmm.
and then back to spear throwing.
okay. That was fun when we were doing it. That was fun. It's a lot.
Yeah, when we were doing
more
it in the
difficult.
lightning storm.
Yeah.
We beat the lightnings. Listen, if Zeus
did.
could throw lightning,
We
could
beat
throw
the
lightning.
We did,
tornado
that
and
was
hailstorm.
that was my 40th. That was my 40th birthday, and it stormed Yeah, it was it was like tornado warnings. It was
No,
awful.
no,
If
that
you
was a
guys
tornado.
haven't
Hailed.
seen our podcast episode about it, go back and watch it. It's called
Yeah.
Tornadoes and Hailstorms for Dave's birthday. I forget what number it
Yeah.
was. I can look
It
it up
was
real quick.
But yes, so that stand has finally collapsed, and I will have to build a new stand. But you know what? You know what's ironic is it's down, but Spartan changed the spear toss like last year or the year
To what?
before. They put it. They made an actual wooden target with a circle,
Mm.
so now you have to hit through the circle.
Like axe throwing.
So
Yeah.
now
Are
you have
you
to
going to
aim.
build that? Are you going to build that?
I might. I mean, I need practice.
It's
Yeah, so
called,
do I.
it's episode 13.
Wow.
That was a while ago.
Nice. Yeah. What episode are we on now?
362.
This one is
Ooh.
60. Hang on. This one is 68. This is 68.
Rumor is Kelsey's coming on episode 70.
Rumor is that
Alright.
Kelsey was supposed to be on for episode 50 and was not.
Kelsey, you're disappointing our viewers.
I know. That's
You
it.
don't
Our
even
2
have to be on
comments are
camera. They
done.
just need to hear your beautiful voice.
They already did that. That was already the one episode that happened.
Yeah, no, we'll sit you just off camera. It'll be funny.
Did we get any comments on her voice? Nothing yet, huh? Or did we?
Oh, no. I mean, there were people, I think, hang on. It was Charity, I think.
Well, there's always
Of course,
Charity.
it's
That's why
Charity.
we love her. We love
She's very
Charity.
charitable with her.
What
comment.
episode did she talk on? I forget.
Oh, boy.
You know, we
survived-
really
it was
should
the
have.
earthquake. It was the earthquake. It was the earthquake. It was the earthquake. It was the earthquake.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it was Charity that commented. I got yeah.
We should really have on.
something like that.
We should really have her daughter on to talk about her grappling tournament
Lily.
experiences.
Yeah, we should have both of them on at the same time. That'd be a good chance to have them both on.
Lily did a phenomenal job.
We can't have our only fan on.
Hey, then who's going to comment?
That's what I'm saying.
She'll comment
We
on her
can't
own
turn our-
episode.
We can't turn our audience into our crew here.
Well, you can
No.
eventually. You can.
Not crew, but
One
she'd
day.
be good to have as a guest. We literally talk about her like every episode, at least once.
Well deserved.
That's because you're obsessed with her, Steve. I don't know.
And the bots family.
That's
Yes.
true. That's true. Bots does comment on pretty much every episode. Will
That's awesome.
comments on a lot of episodes.
Will,
as
yeah,
well.
Will,
Mr.
yeah.
Monica.
Yeah, Will does. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some regulars.
But we
Keep
want
being
more
honest with you.
comments. If you want your name mentioned on the episodes, then you should comment too.
Can you take the top spot?
Ooh, that's all.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, episode you heard it here first. Episode 70, Kelsey's gonna be on.
Is that
Right,
a
Kels?
teaser or an empty promise?
70.
It's not gonna happen.
We're gonna get her on one day. She has to support her husband.
One day, sure, maybe, but it's not gonna be anytime soon.
Empty promise. That's what that was.
We should have her commit to episode 100. It's literally 30 episodes away.
Kels, would you commit to episode 100?
It's so long away. It's so far away.
It's like 30
Probably
episodes
your
away.
birthday.
Do it. She said yes.
Sure.
You said yes. She didn't say
For
that.
sure.
Episode 100.
How about
Sure.
next episode?
Oh,
Yes, Steven. It's a great episode to have her on. It's a family. We're gonna have to skip the next episode. It's like floor 13 in an elevator. You don't actually.
anyway.
They do that though.
Yeah.
When the hotels don't have the 13th floor, I'm always like, really, guys? Like,
Yeah, some really used to do that.
It's such
You're right.
superstition.
yeah, oh yeah.
They would skip. Yeah, that's be a good one. What hotel have you been to that didn't have a 13th floor?
Such superstition.
I'm trying to remember. I know I've been to one. I just don't remember which one. it was.
I remember as a kid going to one.
Nicole, you still awake? No, she's not. She's out. She's out.
Okay.
She's
Well,
done. She's done. Because her dad was in the hotel business, so she may have known it off the top of her head. But she is done. Sleepy time.
Used to buy and sell hotels.
No, I wish. No. I met some guys today that did commercial real estate. They would organize the buying and selling and stuff. It was some interesting
So-
conversations.
Yeah, I was telling you, I've mentioned this in the podcast before,
Mhm.
that Kelsey's one cousin owns a resort in Mexico,
Mhm.
yes.
and mostly celebrities and things like that.
It's a
So he
high-end
just
resort.
bought a, yeah, right. So he just bought a chateau. He bought a chateau in France.
Ooh.
Sure, why not?
Wait, I can't hear what
We
you
have
say.
nothing else to do, you know? It's fine. I mean, Steve.
Yeah, right? Like, what else
we
you
can
gonna
stay
say
He's
to
been
it?
yours.
renovating. So he's been renovating for 4 years and it's open. But what was it? A day? A week. What is it a week? So 35,000 euros for the week to get the chateau.
So that's $42,000. Oh, yeah, something like that.
What?
So I
Well,
can
you get the
get.
whole chateau with it. Like there's a personal chef. There's a,
So it's worth
butler.
the money.
Steve, we can get a shack toe.
Yeah, we'll just get a
Right.
shack. We'll just get we'll literally get a
guys-
shack in the shape of a toe.
Exactly.
Listen, for $10, you can live in my closet for the week.
Exactly. I'll take
It
it.
includes. I'll slide a Swedish fish under the door.
Actually, I live at
Wait a minute,
Dave's
in
house.
France, I get a Swedish
I live at
fish?
Dave's
Come
house and
on.
get paid absolutely nothing taking
No,
care of
in-
his cat.
You know,
so
In
You
France,
know-
at least slide a French fry under the door.
right, at least one.
we've had
Swedish
this
fish, this
conversation
guy.
before. You
No
have a pretty
privacy.
sweet deal, I think, with your coming over all the time.
I say at this point in time now you are paying me through dinners on Wednesday. So
Dinners, UFC fights. Come on, man.
well, you don't let us pitch in for the UFC fights. We've all offered to do
Because I use it later on to leverage things like, hey Steve, I need your help with these monkey bars. Get on over here.
For the third
Hey
time.
Steve, I need to dig some holes for my parents' fence. Let's
Get
go.
on over here. Hey Steve,
My
I'm gonna
dad's
need to knock
renovating-
down a wall. Get on
My
over
dad's
here.
renovating the entire first floor of their house because at
Yep.
70, he's like, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to demolish the whole first floor of my home and redo it by myself. So
Listen, I hope I'm doing that at 70.
I hope that at 70 I am just
good-
able to sit and relax and
Not happening.
talk
Good
about
Lord.
the good old days.
The good old days.
good
dude.
old days.
Your retirement age is 92.
Probably.
yeah,
Still,
I
before
at
mean,
least then I'll do it at that point then.
I'm of the
Fair enough.
opinion that modern technology will be like, by the time we are 70 is going to be like, 20, 30.
So I
Yeah,
don't know
I'm
if it's gonna be that way.
I'm telling you, we're still talking technology. We're still talking to everybody about those Waymo cars. They're all kind of spazzing out about the driverless cars. I'm not going to go into it
Don't
again. We
want it.
talked about it last week, but still, it's wild.
Don't want it.
But they're not in the Northeast at all, so that's why we don't see them here. They're in
No,
California
that's
and in
ridiculous.
Arizona.
That's just, it's not with us.
Not yet,
Dude.
though.
Can you no AI right now can handle New Jersey driving?
Nope.
That's
It just-
true.
It can't be done. They haven't cracked that code yet.
It would have
No,
to be
dude.
all of the
It just
cars are
hasn't-
AI driven or none of the cars are AI driven. You
They're like,
cannot have it in
stop
between.
stop building security walls around the Pentagon. We need to figure out Jersey driving.
They haven't. They
We need
haven't
all of our
cracked.
coders.
They haven't cracked the ability for the self-driving car to flip off someone or cut somebody off.
Oh, Dave, if they'd had like the neon light sign that would just show different symbols.
Right? So
Flash
Counselor's driving to work.
face.
counselor's
Nah.
driving to work, and
Thumbs
what did
down.
the sign say?
They
Caution.
just slowly come up.
Yeah.
Wait, was it on somebody's car? Was it on somebody's car?
What, the neon light or the sign?
So they had one of those electronic signs on
Mhm.
the side. It was on the side of the road. So going over the Driscoll Bridge, it said warning traffic ahead, like one of those signs.
Mhm.
But instead, it said warning bad driving ahead.
Nice.
That's funny.
I like it. Well, you ever see in the city? So in the city, if you're driving through and you see, the lights, well, they'll have like the stop hand and they'll say go. So they're taking black tape and covering the parts of the hand so it has different hand signs versus just the
That's
stop.
genius.
Wow.
It's great. So one is like this, one is like this, and then the other one I'm not doing on the camera.
Of course.
Right.
That sounds like that's like when we were like somebody would always spray paint the extra 0 and the 10 miles per hour. So
Yep.
100 miles per hour, let's go.
The sign
Like-
said so, Your Honor.
By the way, when you say city, we're talking about New York.
Manhattan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Manhattan.
No,
Specifically Manhattan.
you say naturally, but the
No, not
freaks
naturally.
in there's freaks in South Jersey, like South Jersey. They say they think Philadelphia
Yeah, Philly. Philly's the city.
is
yeah.
the city. When you're like, oh, I'm going to the city, and they think Philadelphia.
I
Like,
guess because
what?
that's closer to them, right?
Yeah, but in what world is that the city?
Philadelphia's a city.
It's a city.
Eh,
It's not the city.
not
Well,
the
if
city.
okay, not the city, but if they're saying I'm going into the city, not the city, the city, then that's
Are
the
you
city that's closest
arguing
to
that
them.
there's a difference between the and the?
Yes, in this context.
I need my hat.
Hey, nothing is stopping you from putting it on.
Yes,
You know,
tears.
you really could embrace it and just put a patchwork over it.
Yeah, man. Go
I'm
for it.
thinking about it. I'm thinking
Let's
about
go
it.
for it.
You should show it to Michaela and see what she can rebut.
Oh,
I
that's actually
wonder.
not a bad idea. She
Let's
can
see
make
if
like
she could.
a cross-light section for it.
She's gonna bedazzle it.
I don't think she does a lot of bedazzling, but
I
you
hope
know,
not.
Not really.
No, her work is really good. Actually, I'm a big fan.
I have her 80s hat. I went running it the other day.
I know. Yeah, it looks great on you. All right, let me take a picture of this thing.
I'm wearing it for the Mother's Day race.
Let me take a picture and see what she thinks she might be able to do here.
Say, Michaela, made bad fashion. You know what that looks like? That looks like the hole in the that guy's leg from last week's UFC fight.
Why'd you have to bring that up?
Guy checked the kick, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And put a scrape into his shin that was so bad it like opened a gaping hole. And the doctor is putting his finger inside of
to
it
stop the fight.
and like touching the
fight for
bone,
him.
and they stopped the fight.
Oh,
I think when you can
horrifying
touch
to
the
look at.
bone, you have to stop the fight.
Yeah. And then like it was immediately on Instagram 2 seconds later.
We had a
Bob's like,
friend.
oh, I'm looking at it right now.
We had a friend who was a surgeon, and he used to do cage fights in Atlantic City. It wasn't UFC, but there were cage fights in Atlantic City. And one of the fights that he was working, I guess you would say, right? He was navigating. They stopped the fight. He comes in. This girl had a gash inside from her head, literally from the top of her forehead down to her eyebrow.
Gotta be an elbow, right?
It was, yep. And she's like, "Go, come on, I'm good. And he just almost like peels open her.
No.
And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna stop this." And she's arguing, and I'm like, "We can see your skull. Like there is no way you're fighting." And she's, of course, because you're in that, you're hyped up,
You're in
you're
that zone,
energized,
yeah.
you're fueled, yep. But he's like, "There's no chance. You have to stop that." And I couldn't believe it was the first match I watched that he actually was the doctor for, where I was able to catch him on TV.
I just like the idea that you went to the fights to cheer on the doctor.
There's other reasons.
Yeah, clean up that blood.
Stop that fight.
Check
Stop
to
it.
see
You
that
stop the
concussion
fight.
is there.
Don't
Let's
let them do
go.
it. You win the fight.
Yeah, don't you dare
Who are
let
you here
them
to see?
influence you.
I'm here to see Dr. McGee. He's right there. I'm hoping he gets in tonight.
Want to see some time? Want to see some
Pull for
time?
him.
Want to see some time? Well, listen, it's
He made
wild.
weight. He's good.
It's listen. They're like Bruce, right? They get paid regardless of what happens. Like he doesn't even have
Right.
to be. They don't.
Oh,
do
yeah, I'm
anything.
sure.
Yeah, they get paid by like they're like insurance, right? You get paid just to be there. But obviously, when something does happen like that, and you have to make the
your money's
call.
worth, yeah.
That's
I
it.
wonder if they make bonus money.
Like if he gets to get in and actually
Stitch of the night or like,
TV time money.
right?
Like, did you look good on TV today? Because you have to actually show up. Yeah, that'd be funny. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think so though. That was not part of the deal. And
If
it
it
wasn't
were
like
me,
UFC.
if I was a doctor, I'd have a cool doctor coat, like a Bruce Buffer style coat. Like every fight,
Every
every
time,
pay
yep.
per view, I'd be like,
Just to stand out.
what is that
right?
guy wearing? Yeah.
That's
You-
the
yeah.
doctor. He'd be known as
You-
the doctor of UFC. Like, that's the doctor.
Would you pull the blade? Would you pull the blazer back and there's like a UFC doctor title, gold title around your waist? You're just sitting there like,
And now the doctors have to
What do you
compete
think?
for it. They're like better, the
yeah,
best,
who can keep the most fights
best
going?
fight
right?
stoppage, or like
Yeah.
yeah.
Whose patient looks the best at the end of the night?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nah,
Oh,
your stitch job by crooked. Look at that. No good.
Who was that one girl? I keep forgetting her name. Very famous UFC fighter, but she got hit so hard she looked like the guy from the Goonies.
Joanna Jacek.
Joanna
Oh,
Jacek.
Goodness. That doctor was fired immediately. He's like, we can't save her. She looks like a Lego piece gone wrong. Oh, she was a disaster.
Awful.
You remember that fight? Like I was scared for her on that fight. Like I was
Mm.
like, she's never gonna be. She's
Wasn't-
fine. Thank
Wasn't
goodness.
Joe Pacone there for that fight?
Was he?
I don't know.
Was he? I feel like he was. Oh no, maybe we just showed it to him after.
All I know is that fight terrified me. I'm like, she is gonna have permanent brain damage. Everything swole up. They weren't stopping the fight.
She
She was
did.
still getting hit in
Honestly,
the
she
head.
retired like I think 2 fights after that.
Yeah, I would have retired during that fight.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I made my money. I'm good now.
Yep.
And she was right before that fight, right? They were talking about her modeling career. Like, I was like, well, that's over. But no, I mean, she's
No,
fine.
she still does it. Yeah, no.
No, she's fine. She recovered, but
She looks fine
oof,
now.
yeah.
But at
But
that
man,
point, you're
that
like,
was
oh, I hope the
rough.
modeling agencies don't see these photos.
What are you guys thinking of the McGregor fight? Is that coming up
I'm
September?
thinking I'm gonna watch it. I mean, that's as
No,
That
far
no.
as I
comes up
thought.
303. Not the next pay per view, the one after.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's over the summer. Okay, that's
It's
good.
August's paper. No, not
Oh,
August. July's.
no, July.
July's.
July.
Is it International Fight Week? Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Are
but
there
yeah,
any
no.
are there any fights over Memorial Weekend? Do we know?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so because we just had May's pay per view, right? It was last week.
Yes. So then it wouldn't be another
Yeah.
one for the month.
What's his face is fighting this weekend? Derek Lewis.
Yeah. Lunch
Lunchbox.
boxes.
Lunchbox. He's been
not-
in an off time too. He's been losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, comes for us all.
True.
Yeah, I've
All
heard.
right, gentlemen. That was a good podcast, a good chat, good discussion of a great many different things. We will be holding funeral services for Nick's hat. Next week we will have a full
Maybe we'll have a rebirthing
ceremony
celebration.
or
Who
rebirthing.
knows?
Rebirthing? I don't want to use the word rebirthing.
I'd like to already,
Can we-
it's been done. It's been done.
can
It's
we-
been said. It's out there.
It's
No,
out there
my
now.
God.
That's the
The
word.
rebirth
No.
of Nick's hat. That's what will
That's the
happen
word.
if you do end up getting it fixed.
Hopefully,
It will be
hopefully,
rebirthed.
the next episode, hopefully, I'll be wearing some bright green Crocs if I
Right?
can't return them.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So what's the name of the one she wants again? Plaster? Is that what you're saying?
Plaster.
Plaster.
Hopefully we don't get a lot of plaster class tomorrow. We'll see. Or yesterday.
Plaster.
I don't know why it's so funny to me. Be like, yeah, I prefer the plaster. You know?
Yeah, forget the brilliance of mint or lime green.
Give
Dull
me
that
that
whole thing
plaster.
down.
Give me that
Take all the
plaster,
energy
man.
out. Plaster that up.
Yeah, she's like, I wore them on campus once and somebody made fun of me. I was like, so? That's like
Are you
Wait a
kidding me?
minute.
That's the
No,
reason
but-
why? How
No,
many
no,
other
but that's-
things is there for her to get made fun of besides that?
Well, see, I said
God.
the same thing. I said the same thing. And she goes, no, I was already thinking they were too bright. And then somebody said something. I was like, all right, because I would hate to think you're a confident martial artist that's like, somebody made fun of my shoes. I don't like them anymore.
You know what?
Like,
When she gets,
Then you wear them more.
if you do end up getting her the plaster ones, the second that me and Nick walk in, like don't tell her that you told us this. And then once me and Nick see it, it'll be like, why are your shoes so dull? Like, geez, you should get something like lime green.
Yeah,
or
are
something.
those covered
would you
in dust?
brighten those up?
Yeah, come on. You should get the brighter
Yeah.
shoes. Like, come on, liven it up a little bit. Get some color.
You
They-
color in your wardrobe.
There's zero energy or life in those shoes. Ugh.
Yeah.
What's the color of that plaster? Like, come on.
Yeah, did nobody make fun of you? So people are gonna make fun of you for those disgusting shoes.
Plaster, baby vomit green, whatever you want to call it.
You would
It
know.
really, they are crazy dull. Those shoes. I mean, I get it, but I don't. I
don't
feel like
either.
she has a bright.
I mean, honestly, I don't think they're that bad. I kind of like the color myself, but like not when I was talking about like that's a complete 180 from my
Yeah, exactly.
When you
You said
think of where she
lime
was
green.
starting
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah. I feel lied to. I tried to do my best to go back and listen to the second of the podcast and make sure I get it right.
All that work.
Come on, Dave.
Not.
All
But
that,
anyways.
all that 30 seconds of work that I did.
Yeah, man. Jeez. All that work.
Select,
Nothing.
order, deliver.
So much work. So hard. Well, let's kick this croc into comfort mode.
What's he stealing my lines now?
Yes, I most certainly am. That means you get to steal mine.
Well, you stay kicking internet.
Are we
Five-star
starting at the
reviews.
that's it. We're not
Skipped
going to
all
talk
the good
about our
stuff.
socials or like say who we
All
are.
right. You can find us on
Wait. Hang on. Avatars.
internets.
Avatars. We talked about this.
And we're gonna end with our avatars.
Yes, we began with our avatars, and it shall end with our avatars.
Well, you can find us on wherever you go to social.
Digital
Media.
livelihood activated.
That's not true. Actually, we are not on several of the social. Like, we're not on Facebook. We are not on Tinder. We are not on. Let's see, what
Tinder.
else are we not on? We are not on.
I mean,
Pinterest.
one of us is single. We can fix that.
We will be on
Ah.
Tinder by next call.
No,
Digital Steve.
All right. Well,
No.
I've been Steve.
I've been Nick.
I've been Dave.
These are all the wrong lines.
And these are all the wrong people.
I think we are glitching.
5-star reviews.
Give us
Make sure you
Comment
write
and
5-star
share
reviews.
to all your friends.
comment
Yes.
down below.
And we posted up some techniques of the week.
We
posted
did.
up,
We posted some techniques of the week Weapons Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
So go check those out. Comment on those and let us know what you guys want to see.
Send us some
Please,
videos.
comments.
Some of my
Comments,
favorite
please.
stuff: 180 kick, nunchuck, beginner strikes, good stuff. Check it out.
Send them our way.
That's what
Yeah,
I
he
said.
said none. I heard him
None.
too.
Oh, did I?
None.
Yeah.
Chuck. N-U-N.
That was a computer error.
Yes,
I
I'm
call
sure.
mine the nunchucks because if I hit you with them, you go numb.
Yep. Exactly.
I
Well,
love
anyways,
it.
until next time, I'm actually Steve.
I'm a digital representation of Dave.
I am AI Nick.
And you stay AI
Kickin.
internet.
Laters.